Yo, right, how's it going everybody? So this video is hopefully not going to be very long, but at the same time it's going to be as long as it needs to be so I can get all the information across. This video will be the lead video that's linked in the book when you're on the server by pressing B. So I'm going to go through a few of the points that you should really know to be on the server. There's not a lot on it that's like most other servers, so it sort of needs a little bit of an explanation. So when you spawn in, you're going to spawn in with basic gear. Okay, so that basic gear is very basic. It's like a pistol, you got a little bit of meds, and that's pretty much it. A bit of food. So it's inspired by Escape from Tarkov. Alright, we're not trying to be an exact copy of that. It's literally just the sort of extraction, the meds, the armour, the factions, and sort of the general vibe of the looting, the UI, and your HUD setup. You spawn with one of these, right? Now, again, most of this information is in the Discord, so I highly recommend, if you're going to play on the server, you join the Discord and have a look for a few of the guides that are in there a little bit down the side, in the side chats. So Arfax can heal you. The green pens, them ones there, they heal you. The green pens, these ones. So these ones are the ones that give you like 10 health, like for about the same time as morphine. And it's about 10, like value of 10 each sort of cycle of it. So you're gonna spawn somewhere down in the bottom. Alright, there's a couple of different spawns, but you can pretty much do like a U around the bottom of the map, around this area. So your main aim pretty much is to get enough gear to be able to loot up and move inland. Now, loot on this server isn't done like most other servers. So you will be in a town. So say, let's go, use a tent, that'll do. Should do it, be a couple of tents or something. So I'm just going to make sure I've got God mode on because I don't want any interruptions. So you will come into a place like this, you'll notice there's no loot on the floor or anything like that, right? But when you walk up to stuff and your hands have got to be empty, right? Nothing in your hands. You go up to an object, it will say hold F to search, you search it, seems to be empty. You're going to have to build up your XP for this search function for a little bit, right? So for a little bit, you're not going to get much, but then you're going to start finding stuff, right? And again, every time that you search, it's not guaranteed that you're going to find stuff. So you can choose to search every item in the place, or you can search one or two items, let's say, and you get random mags. There is a form of tier for the loot set up. So pretty basically, all military locations that you get on map, and this is Banov map. So there is the area bunkers, there is the northern ones and the 2 airfields as well. So all military locations are pretty much going to spawn the same loot, or at least give you the chance to spawn in the same loot. Excuse me. So we're talking 5.56, possibly 7.62 like Mosem, but that's about it. You're not going to get no 308, you're not going to get any 338, you're definitely not going to get any 50 cal or anything like that out of normal searching places. So if you haven't played Banov before, there's 3 bunkers, starting off with 3 bunkers on map. So you've got area 1, area 2, area 3, and then area 4. Alright, these are on map, they're marked on map. So you've got 1 top left, 1 sort of middle top right, and then 1 down at, that's area 1 there, and then you got area 4, which is here. Now there is a law to Banov. I'm not going to ruin that for you. So if you want to learn the lore for Banov to get this key here, which is the holy of mother of all keys that you want to try and get, because this gets you the nano suit on Banov. Alright, now we've done a couple other videos on it, but again, this video ain't about that. This is trying to explain the vibe of the server. So that's one set of keys, right? Them ones you can only use once. That's it. You open up the bunker, you get whatever amount of time it is. There'll be stuff. Well, again, I'm not going to say stuff like anything about those bunkers. I'll leave that to for you to discover yourselves. Next set of keys are these, the DNA dimple keys. Alright, now these keys will only open doors, alright, or at least on this server. I don't know how other servers have got them set up, but anywho, these will only open up doors. Now, the colour is relevant to what room they're going to open up. Crazy that is. So, military locations. You'll go to them and say, if we go Alice Airfield and we're going to get blasted by AI here as soon as I spawn in. So, these camo buildings, like the prison buildings, whatever you want to call them, most of them will have one of them at the front of them. Alright, and I know it's a DNA key card, but for the love of God, I'm just trying to give you a hint. There's a key card room in there and what colour it is. So, you go into here, this door, see that colour there? That's what colour key you need for this. So if we go...
For the purposes of this demonstration.
Oh, where are you? Dimple. What do we want? Purple. Where bloody hell has it gone? There we go. Right, purple key. Look at that. Right, and it'll open up. It will send a notification within a certain distance of that door being opened that that door has just been opened. Alright? So, inside of these, you've got the chance of a military crate, which will be there, and these crates. These little crates, I know they've got the card scanner on them, but you don't need a key for them, alright? You can open them up, and then you'll have a gear set in there. Gun, a little bit of meds, a little bit of food, blah, blah, blah. On this server, the DNAs work in order of blue being first, then green, then yellow, then purple, then red. So, blue being the shittest colour pretty much. That one will get you building supplies. So in there, you're going to get the chance of finding lockers, code locks, nails, that sort of general shizness. You will not find code locks on normal map. Alright, you won't find nails on normal map. So you're pretty much reliant on finding those keys, finding the rooms, and then getting them out of there. There is other places to find these items, like such as code locks, mortar and stuff like that. We'll get to that in a minute though. Alright, let's finish off with the keys. So this key card will open up shuttered doors. So for example, you can go to one that is... Where are you? It's here, isn't it? Pretty sure, yeah, there it is there. Right, so, you see these shutters on the front of them, right? Key, put away, you can come up to the door. It's not going to say anything, right? It's not going to give you any hint or anything like that. Okay, put that key card into your thing, and it says, try swiping key card. Swipe the key card, door opens up. That card is now ruined. One use out of it. Open up that door, and again you got another one of these boxes in the back of them. It's a bit convenient that's the same gun twice, but there is a lot of different loot inside of these boxes. In these crates, again, colour colour critical, the ascension of the ammo and the weapon that you find in them is going to be there. So this being a purple crate, it's one down from top. You don't need a key card to get in it. You do need a key card to get in that door. So for that reason, it's not that hard really to get, but you get in a semi-auto, half decent 338 with 3 mags and a fair bit of ammo. You get splints as well. So again, if you haven't seen these before, you should have really seen them, to be fair, if you've been on PC and playing modded servers. But anywho, these are 5, so these splints will heal your broken bones. You won't have a cooldown on them. You'll be able to sprint and everything good as gold straight after using it, and you get 5 uses out of it. Alright, so DNA crates and those keys, that's sort of the explanation for them. Not that hard to understand. You have got another set of keys, which will be, there's me. Right, so these keys here that look like actual keys, alright, on them they have a description. This key will open up a crate in medical locations on map. Check hospitals, medical tents and clinics. Alright, so it's going to be a tanned, military looking crate. Alright, there's pissing hundreds of locations on maps that they could be. Alright, but for example, let's just go down to a hospital down here. Oh, this is a clinic rather. Let it catch up. Okay, so there's one on the table there. You see this. You've got the key in your hand, you're looking at the crate. It will say a military crate, but for the love of God, don't worry about that. It's not a military key. You'll unlock it. This key now becomes ruined. You open up the crate, and you've got a random... I thought something, isn't it? You've got a random assortment of meds. Alright, so again, there's a lot of randomness to what you'll find inside of these crates. So, you'll have to pop a few and find out what you get inside of them. There is expansion quests on here. There's expansion AI, and the AI are pissing everywhere. I mean, if we turn that on there. Right, so at the minute, you got one dude there, 2 dudes there, and then 1 dude over there. So, the AI, the 2 different sorts that you've just seen there, the clue is in the armband with these guys. So, this being bear, again, if you're not too up there with Escape from Tarkov, it don't really matter. Who's he shooting at? Ah, see, look, here we go. There's a little bit of AI contact here. So, these guys are scavs, right? So these will have, there's just so much randomness to their loot, their weapons and their clothing. But they ain't going to be too militarized. They're going to have some bang bang sticks, and they're going to have some stuff inside of their pockets, alright? These boys... bears are going to have Russian/East orientated gear on them, right? So they're going to be like fucking AKs, like Russian armor, Russian clothing, and bits and bobs in their pockets that would be like suppressors, the chance for suppressors, for East suppressors, and so on and so forth. Obviously, you sort of get the picture. And what is he doing? You crazy scav. As you can tell, the scavs, they're not the brightest. Alright, like I say, they're the bottom of the food chain here. They're the fucking locals that are just trying to survive, man. They're just out here trying to do their thing. These boys, no. These boys just ain't got to worry about too much. As you can see, they're getting blasted by our dude over there. Haven't got a Scooby-Doo, what's going on? Like I say, they're standing there, take the shots. Still though, do not underestimate them. Like, they have, well, he's got an FG42, and that's shooting Mosin. Like, all they need to do is clip you once. Like, and if I was to spawn, say, say I'm just a intrepid little survivor. I'm going to put fucking God mode on here because this is just going to rip me. So I come walking around this corner. They've seen me and now they're shooting at me. So their aim and everything like that, again, isn't as good as the bears because they're just random little locals. So, yeah. But they will still be able to kill you and they still will kill you a lot. Alright? This dude ain't got a clue what's going on. Oh, now he has. They will shoot zombies and like you've seen here, without me even like coming into the situation, they will shoot at each other. So you can hear firefights going on from miles away. And it could be AI, it could be players, it could be players killing AI, it could be AI killing players, it could be AI killing each other. Like, it really is, will you bring you little bastard? Which brings us on to the next point. The zombies. On this server, there is search corpses, alright? So again, hey, stop shooting my zombie, sluts. So, again, loot that's on them. It's worth checking. I'm not going to tell you what you can find on them. You're not going to find loot on them all the time. And different zombies have different loot on them. But again, definitely worth having a little peek in their pockets. What are you doing, son? Sit down. Oh, she was a medic, maybe. Maybe will this be good? Will she? Will she? Ah, there you go. Potassium. And she's like a paramedic. So that sort of gives you the clue, doesn't it? Now these boys, oh, stop shooting at me now please. Right, so these guys, let's have a look what he's got in his pocket. So I mean, you got a pretty half decent gear set. You got a protective case which should come into play when you get a little bit further into this intro. So these things are worth picking up and keeping hold of. You get tapes on them and most AI will have a cassette player on them. So again, worth picking up, checking up what they got in their pockets. Not always going to have the best loot, but again, it's definitely worth having a little check, especially in the earlier days with these scavs. Right, yeah, there you go, WD-40, little bit of food, can opener's ruined, but suck it. WD-40 is used to repair guns, right, and firearms and stuff. Again, you can see he's got totally different tapes on him. So there's pissing hundreds of tapes on them that you can have the chance of finding. So, yeah, listen to some good beats when you bop in a bar. You can put them in the cars and vehicles as well, so you can turn them on and that. Which brings us into a good little plug for controls. Okay, so say for instance you do get a cassette, you're in your car, bopping down the road, you press J to turn your radio on and off, right, that's J. Ear plugs it in, you do that by pressing N, alright. Plus and minus next to your backspace would do it quieter, so there's no noise, but you can raise it all the way up to where it's virtually no earplugs in. You've got piss off, son, I swear to God. You've got the search for function, which again, like I've already said, where you go up to objects inside the houses, hold F, empty hands, and you can find stuff. Alright. So, oh, there's a protective case there as well. People throw these away and they don't realise just how valuable they are sometimes, because you're going to need them when you get to trader. Moving on to the likes of trader. So when you first come onto server, you're going to have a quest at the top right of your screen. Alright, you can disable that thing. You see that thing at the side of my screen on the right hand side where it's telling you clean sweep, spec snares, I need tools, all that, the quests. If you press question mark, alright, that takes all that away. Like you can toggle it off and on. Alright, so you don't have to have that constant in the side of your screen. If you want to check out like the quests description again, so you press O. Alright, so you press O, then you click on the quests. We have intel passes to use for the goon leaders that arrived at Arabic Airfield. This place is heavily guarded by the USCC, so expect heavy contact. They will be more likely to be in the hangar where the spec ops fly out from. Find it and kill them. Amazing, I know. Right, in addition to O, if you press it twice, you'll get the leaderboard come up. Right, so this leaderboard is the PvP leaderboard. Alright, click on the PvE, and then that'll bring up all your animals and everything like that. The majority of them only go to top 10, right, at the minute, because
ain't nobody give a fuck about you if you ain't in the top 10, boy. You gotta up your shit, boy.
So, yeah, top 10 leaderboards activated by O, right, and that is O. Apart from that, the leaderboard controls and everything like that, the vast majority of them are all pretty much the same as what you would expect in most Dayz servers. Potassium. You used to spawn with a gas mask, right, and a Geiger counter. Now you don't, because people didn't appreciate how valuable they were, so they got taken off you. So potassium, you need this if you go into a location and you find out you're in a rad zone. So the area bunkers on Banov as vanilla used to be all vanilla toxic gas, right? So you need a full NBC suit, gas mask obviously, and a filter, and then you need that pox to heal yourself if you do get caught out by the gas. I've changed them to radiation zones, so you can't see it, or the only hint you're going to get is either when you start coughing your lungs up with blood, being sick all over the floor, and vomiting your insides out through your nasal, ears and all the rest of the cavities or orifices. So the best advice I can give you is attach your Geiger counter to yourself, to your radio slot, or leave it in your pocket somewhere, turn it on. It uses minimal battery power, right? It will last for pissing years, right? One battery. So just put it in your pocket, turn it on, put it in your pocket and leave it there. If you start hearing a click, 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 whack your gas mask on as quick as you can, because you're only going to get a couple of seconds with exposure to the radiation before it starts to take a hold of you. If you do find yourself in a situation where, say for instance, you didn't turn your Geiger counter on or whatever reason, your gas mask filter ran out, you didn't realise, these things here are used to treat the radiation sickness. Now, you only hit, if you do get radiation sickness, you only hit one of these, pardon me, let the time of it, where the pill symbol comes up, right, let that time like go, and then hit another one. If you hit multiple of these at once, it's going to kill you even quicker, right? It's strong shit, mate, not to be played around with. Not the type of recreational drugs that, you want to piss about with. So, they're the keys, and we do have DNA obviously, so there is these keys kicking about on map. Purple and yellow, go back to Alice Airfield here. So purple and yellow DNA rooms are in the airfields. Alright, now Alice is controlled by the Russian forces, like the Bears, sorry we should say. I have to stop calling the Russians to be a little bit more PC. So, AI on this server have a chance and a lot take care for man, a lot of randomness to them. Let's just mute them a little bit. There we go. So yeah, there's a big variation in the AI's chance of them spawning, how many are going to spawn on a location, and where they're actually going to spawn in that location. So these DNA safe rooms, it's the same as the other DNA stuff. You'll need one of these keys for it. Insert your card. And if you don't know how to make these keys, I'm definitely not showing you in this one, because it's a proper process. There's videos in the Discord showing you how to make the keys. They're pretty simple. You'll open it up. You get a loot set in there. Alright? You should, if you're lucky, you might find some others, but you should realistically only be able to find blue DNA chips out on map. The blue DNA chip will be your start for these rooms. They go in the ascension order, so from blue, green, yellow, purple, red. Right, so we've just opened up a yellow room. Inside of here is a purple chip. Right, so you're going to have to do the ascension of it, so that each one you open up, you then get the next chip for the next room, and you can progress through the chain of them like that. Let's get rid of y'all, because someone else finds that stuff. Welcome to it. Crack on. Right, so we've done the DNA. We've done you actually getting into server. The main other thing that I would say that is massively different about this server is you cannot in any way, shape or form, well, I mean, that's a lie to be fair, but when you go to an extract, I mean, to be fair, there we go, just go extract mine, because that's right underneath us. So yeah, to get into trader, you're going to need to use one of these points. Alright, so on map, there's extraction osprey, extraction osprey, extraction bunker, and extraction mine. I think there's another one up there as well. These have the similar thing to like what you'd expect in the old Tarkov of the green smoke for marking the extraction location. What you need to do with these is get inside of them, time to extraction, and then, as if by magic, use this for a sip of coffee. Voila, it brings you into trader. Alright, now there is a spawn in trader from from when you join server. So you don't have to run around a map and actually get to an extraction. But yeah, like I say, once you've been on map and you've done your looting or whatever like that, you can sharp come up to it. So, the sea chests on the benches here. Alright, these are your personal storage sea chests. No one else can get access to the stuff inside of it that you put inside of said crate. So, inside of this, you can only put, you can put everything in here, bar breaching items, loose money, DNA keycard items, and higher valued items. Alright, this is to make you either go to black market to sell them or to keep them in your base. Right, which then gives other people a reason to kick your fucking door off the hinges, stick some boom on it, and come and take your shit. And also, on the flip of that, it gives you an excuse to be able to fucking defend your base. So, again, inside of this, what we advise people to do is grab a set of pouches off an AI or one of those protective cases, chuck your money inside of that, and then chuck it inside a trader. Alright, and that'll be it safe. You will start at the bottom left down here, items stored. You will start with 20. Right, so you can only store a maximum of 20 items inside of here. Now, your first quests that you do is going to direct you to this dude here. Right, he's going to give you a dirty ratty job. That is going to take you from here to black market. Alright, and then from there you'll do a kill mission for Steve, go do some zombies in, grab a bag off it, right, grab a package off Steve at black market, and then come back to this dude, deliver it, and then that'll be that done. So that's your introduction to doing the quests. From that point there, you will then go and you'll keep an eye open for them exclamation marks. Right, because that means there's something that NPC wants you to do. So from Pete, you come to Steve. Once you deliver the package from Steve to Pete at the front there, you then come to our dude at the food trader. Right? Now, he's going to say, fuck off, because I ain't got nothing to do, because I've already done his quest. But he is going to be the first one that you can do in the trader quest chains. You can't do anything with these, with the traders, until you buy the license. Alright, and to get the license, you can only buy them with the item that these buggers give you at the last quest that they ask you to do. So, say for instance, we've done everything he wanted us to do. There's like a banana one. He wants a banana milkshake. So you've got to go out on map, find 5 bananas. You'll find bananas, for this example at least, where you would expect apples, pears and plums and all that to spawn in the back gardens of normal houses. But this is jungle, so we changed it to bananas because we got chimpanzees out there and all sorts in the jungly-wungly out there. So it seemed pretty relevant to switch it to bananas. You know what I'm saying? Makes a little bit of sense to some, others maybe not, but hey ho, that's life. So you've done everything that this dude's asked you to do. He's going to give you a card, right? You're going to take that card to our man in the blue here called Jimmy. Fucking other lad, Jimmy. So inside of here, you've got food license, clothing, medical, building, weapons, black market. Ignore that one. That one might not. Ah, that's for something else. Anyway. You see the nominational value, right? Of 5, 10, 5, 15, 20, 25, 40, 45. So the item that he gives you will buy that license. Likewise for clothing, for medical, so on and so forth, right? You cannot buy these with normal money, okay? So you need the item that they give you at the last quest to be able to buy those licenses, which will then give you access to the trader that he was standing next to. It tells you this in the top of the quests as well when you're doing them. Our lady here, she is the money exchange. Right, so you can sell basic bits to her. So like here, I've got that silver nugget off me. I'm not going to sell it because everything I've done on server so far has been legit. So I'm not going to take the 10k for it. This stuff's all going to get thrown into the bin in a second and get deleted. Yeah, to just keep it not proper, I guess, because it's a bit shit if you cheat, really. It's just fucking boring. So yeah, but anyway. So when you start finding, you come in here and you get off. She will buy basic shit off you. Alright, and give you a little bit of wonga for it, but it's not going to be anything special. I mean, look, an SKS for 60k, like, it's not too bad, and they're going to be rife on the server. Like, they're going to be everywhere. So, shotguns, 90k. I mean, 90k for a shotgun. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Pardon me. 80k for a Winchester, and the scavs love these bad boys. Like, they're everywhere. If you see any of them out there, scoop them up. But again, that money is irrelevant until you complete the trader quest. You can't do anything with it. I mean, you can go to black market, which we will in a minute, and show you what you can buy and do from there. But again, you need to crack on with these quests. The whole point of it is the quests, really. The quests are the things that are going to keep you, like, server reset in 5 minutes. Fucking would do, wouldn't it? The quests are the things that, Christ, what, it's been like a month or something now that it's taken me to get through them. I mean, a lot of the lads have completed them all, so it's not impossible, and if you really grind them out, it's not going to be that hard, but it will definitely take you a bit of time to get all the traders actually accessible. It doesn't mean, though, that you're left at a stalemate on server where you can't progress, because it's set up in a way that with the loot crates, with the loot on the AI, with the raid zones, you're still going to be able to, say for instance, build a base. You're still going to be able to find like like pallet lockers and pallet storage crates, you're not going to be left in a situation where, because you haven't done one quest, you can't do anything. Very worst case scenario, you're not going to be able to like sell some items. But again, that's the way it is. If you're looking for a server where you just want to come in, fucking be a millionaire by your second day, go out and buy all your shit and everything like that, then yeah, move on, because that isn't this place. This is, I mean, it's fucking hard. Like, I struggle to survive most times. I leave Trader, and that ain't no joke. Like, it really is. It's yeah, it's definitely a more hardcore server, but I wouldn't say it's extreme hardcore. It's definitely not towards the full blown rearms or whatever like that PvP is. Y'all just stick to your rearms or whatever like that. Whatever services want to play in like that, stick to those ones. Alright. This is for the person that plays Dayz, that likes shooting, that likes looting, that likes customizing their dude, likes building their base, having a little setup. You shit it. Likes having a little setup, exploring the map with different things to do, and finding new locations, hidden locations, and generally playing the game, like, rather than just trying to be a little PvP hardcore. There's mods in here that really will. You'll be able to customise yourself to the tits. Like, it's pretty damn extensive on the mod sides. So, the raid zones, I've got to wait for this bloody reset. We'll try and get into one before it does actually hit. Raid zones are next level, right? So raid zones are places that have, I mean, yeah, raid zones are deadly. There's 3 of them. Oh shit, got sidetracked. Quests. Right, jump back onto quests, stay with me. These ones here, that are marked in purple, are group quests. Right, so if you're part of a group, then these ones you start, all the kill missions and everything like that, these ones you can complete as a group. So you can go to a place where it's like execute 20 people or whatever. You can, all of you kill 20 together, and it will all count to the same thing, and everybody in that group gets the rewards. It's not like somebody's not going to get it. Like, everybody in the group gets the rewards. So, open, yeah, group quests, and the group leader, for it to be properly completed, the group leader has to be on server. Now, that isn't, fucking reset. It's not going to delete them, is it? Group leader has to be on server in order to be able to complete the quests. Right, now that's something I ain't got no control over. I've tried a couple of different ways setting up the quests to do it, and at the minute, that's about the best way we can sort of deal with it. If there's any suggestions that pop up or any changes with the quests in future, I will change it so that they can be done where if the group leader isn't on server, you can complete it and everybody will get the reward. But currently as it stands, if you do a group quest and the leader isn't on server, it won't complete until they then join the server again and then claim all the reward. And if you're not on server, you ain't getting the reward. So, if you're a group leader, it's beneficial to you. Half the time I come on, I end up getting dropped like 30k or something like that in my pocket for quests that I didn't even anything to do in. And the lads have been completing them when I've been off. And yeah, they haven't received the award, but I get a nice little juicy, let's call it tax, for putting up with their shit half of the time. But yeah, quests, there's a hell of a lot of them, and they're constantly being added to as well. There's a lot of potential with it, and yeah, providing that they keep working as they do, there's going to be no stop to them. Like, they're going to keep on growing and growing. There's a lot of quests that you have to do one to then like get another one. And again, the trader quests have to be done in order. Like, you have to start them by the dude where you first come in, then go into food, then go into medical, then go into, clothing, then go into building, then working on weapons. Let's try and get back on server here. Fucking hurry up, man. There is the Tarkov bosses on here, and a couple of our own as well. So, raid zones, when you go into them, there's Jupiter Rail Network, which has Killer guarding the exit. Alright, and they're set up as close to the Tarkov vibe of their clothing, their gear, their guns. The items inside of them are set more useful to this server rather than being legit to Escape from Tarkov. Because again, I'm not trying to copy Tarkov here. I'm just trying to take their vibe, their idea, their their mentality of it, and bring it into Dayz to make a different server to what you expect to most. There's plenty of servers out there that would be like a 1-for-1 copy of Tarkov. It's a bit of a letdown on their part. I mean, each to their own, but yeah, bit of a letdown because you're not using any imagination or trying to do anything different. You're just doing a straight 1-for-1 copy. This is going towards the likes of a split between sort of Grey Zone and Escape from Tarkov. Trying to merge all three games into one. At least with this being the big difference is you've got BPP building, you got vehicles, you got helis. Like, yeah, it sort of brings up merging the AI, especially. I say it would more related to Grey Zone than Escape from Tarkov, because them ones, Escape from Tarkov AI, unless you're fighting goons or whatever, they ain't really anything to worry about. Okay, so we've covered the keys and where you use them on server. We've covered your trader access or getting into trader, i.e. extraction points. We've covered once you're in trader, the quests, where they start, who you need to go to, and what you need to do with them. Right, and again, they'll all tell you when you start the quest or whatever, where you need to go and what you need to do. And if you need a reminder, remember, press O. Your options will come up here. Like, this is my current trader quest that I'm working through at the minute. It's the last one for the tools trader. And you got your full explanation at the top, which tells you everything you need to do. Here it says objective, getting access to building trader. These are the items you need to bring to building trader to then get your rewards, right? And that's the key card that he's going to give you, which will then bring to Mr. Blue Camo, Jimmy, and trade that for the license, for the access, for building trader. So, you've done DNA keys. You know, if you don't know how to make them, we're not covering that in this. This is just to explain where they are on server and where to use them. There's plenty of videos out there how to tell you how to do it. And to be fair, when you make the table, it tells you on the back wall of the table what to do with the chips, alright? If you get on server and you're struggling, again, drop us a message or whatever. I'll be happy to show you. But yeah, it's easy enough to do once you've done it your first time. So, group quests, we've covered with that board there. This is pretty much only group quests that will be on this board. I'll try and keep it that way. Solo quests will be from your dude next to the blue camo. Trader quests will be from the guys standing next to the trader at that trader that you're getting the access for. Alright. Traders go all the way around in a horseshoe shape inside of this tunnel complex. So, weapon trader dude is Frank the Tank here. and here give you access to weapon traders. This one here is accessories, scopes, mags, and personal storage chests that you can expand your personal chest. The C chests are on the bench in the first bit of trader when you first come in. These are 800k a crate. Now they've all got a different word on top, so you can split your stuff up eventually when you get down the line and you've got enough moolah. But these have 800 slots, a full gear set that you can put inside of it. But you cannot put anything in the like the actual clothing slots of that storage, right? I'll go and show you in a second. C chests, 250k. Protective cases, 25k. Ammo cases, 25k. Ammo, you can buy. It's bloody expensive, right? But you can buy all the ammo, every bullet that is possible, or shell that's possible to be fired on a weapon on server. The mags, best advice if you haven't used Trader before, I've got a shotgun and an AX50 at the minute, so it doesn't really help. See if you can, and you won't even be able to buy these mags here because they have to be from black market. But the best advice I can give you is put your gun in your hand. If you're not too sure what mag goes with what gun, put your gun in your hand where it says these are pistol mags, these are SMG, shotgun, AR, support and rifle. Put the gun in your hand, scroll through the relevant column, and one of them will be highlighted in green, or two of them, or however many are compatible with that gun. Just like that. So then you know you can buy that. Mags will come empty, right? So if you buy the mag first and then buy the ammo for it, it will auto fill the mag in your pocket. Right? You don't need to then go and fill it. So if you're buying fucking drum mags or whatever for like a SCAR or whatever like that, like a 50 rounder, buy the mag, then buy the ammo. Right? If you've already got the ammo on you, then you got to fill it yourself. Not much we can do about that. But the likes of like 100 round drum mags, 75 round AKs, them ones, buy the mag, then buy the ammo if you're going to do it, right? Because that will save you a bit of time filling them. If you keep going around the bend, first one you come to is Building Trader, which is the dude that I'm working on.
Got anything valuable?
Not yet, mate, but I'll be back later. Alright. And then you've got Clothing Trader
anything
here.
Special or anything in particular?
Oh, I'm looking for you, baby. Yeah, so Clothing Trader. Once you've completed them, you'll get this message come up. It's a bit irrelevant if you've already completed them. But like I say, if you're stuck at what quest is next in your line, these ones will give you a little bit of a hint. Before we can talk, you need to go to my guide on medical trader. Once you've done what she asked of you, then we can talk. Until then, do something about that gear, bro. God damn, you look like one of them Zeds. I've done the quest for this one, so yeah, like I say, I can get access to all the bits and bobs inside of it. We're running fog gear, which is a fucking beautiful mod. I love it, from AJ. And we've got EFT items in there as well. So a lot of the vests and whatnot, like these ones, you'll get an armor and durability like notice for these. So you see at the top right there where it says sorry you can't buy this item, but then it changes when I highlight it. It says armor class 5, durability 90. Alright, pay attention to that sort of stuff with these vests. Some of them, if it's got pouches on them like that one, it's got inventory. If it's not got pouches on it, it's not got inventory. Alright. So again, these ones, because they're a lot more fucking bullet resistant and they're a lot stronger, their slots are not as great. These ones, you can just fit fucking whatever pouches you want on them. Really, there's a lot of pouches, a lot of these little pouches that will all be, go to your heart's content, putting colours with colours or whatever pouches on, whatever, but yeah, they all pretty much fit on them. So, Trader, that's pretty much the gist of Trader. Do your quests, get the item, take it to the blue dude, buy the license with that item, then continue on to your next trader to complete those quests. Black market. So this location will show you, it will show you on map when you are looking at your map, and it will take you to the quest dude. So here is our lovely Pete. Oh, Steve, fuck's sake, pair of them. Steve is the one that you come to deliver the items from Pete in the first trader with the first quest. When you come in here.
Well, hello there.
What up, my son? Oh, he's called Jimmy as well. You know there's someone in trader called Jimmy as well, mate. Anyway, black market guns, alright. You can see there is RPGs on here. And laws. Oh yeah, baby. Miniguns, stuff like that. You can't. There's a lot of this that you can't buy. General sort of shiz. You'll be able to buy it. Grenade launchers. 500k. The fix, which is the, what is it? This is, oh, the 8.6 blackout rounds. Fucking beastly little gat that is. Yeah, a lot of the guns though, like 50s, 408s, JTEX AXs, fucking Barretts, them ones, you're not going to be able to buy them. Like, you're gonna, if you want one of them, you're going to have to grind them from. They're not that hard to get, but they're going to take you a little bit of actually going around and finding stuff to be able to get access to where they are. Mars 10s, all that sort of good shenanigans, they're all in there, alright? So, all your favourite bang bang sticks, they are available. Your mags, for anything pretty much 338 and above, they're all in here as well. Alright, so although you can buy your mags from, or your ammo rather, from normal trader, you'll have to come here if you want the big boy mags. The same as the drum mags for the PKPs and PKMs, M249s, so on and so forth. Suppressors are from here as well. These are getting an overhaul at the minute, so if you're watching this, give it a couple of days and the suppressors will pretty much change. But again, they're all itemised out, so being a shotgun suppressors, 5.56 suppressors, AK suppressors, blah blah blah. Explosives, an RPG, 100k, law, 100k. You've got all your smoke, like the M203 grenades. You've got all your normal grenades, you've got gas grenades, tear gas grenades, phosphorus grenades. Yeah, pretty much. This is what it is. Fucking grenades. Big bangs. Your scopes. There's advanced weapon scopes on here, so you can get the rail for the AKs, right, and then put any of these scopes on that rail, right, or the Mosin mount on that rail, right. Any other weapon that don't require a rail, like an AK variant, that don't require a rail, heart's content, you can use all these ones down here, alright, and there's a fair few different ones as well, so it should be every flavour that could tickle your fancy that you could ever want out of a scope to be able to use, alright, and you've got obviously the vanilla ones as well, so they are an option. You'll find a lot of the right. So there will be so pretty much starting from here. So your PlayStation, your Tetris, your Game and Watch. Yeah, okay. Game Boys, Tamagotchis, Ataris, like, and then all these games as well. These are currently what we are using for the high valued items. Alright, so you'll find these on where you can have the chance of finding them on all AI in their bags or their jackets or whatever in their pockets. Bring them here and sell them. the games have a different value for each one. So its best bet is to come and have a butcher's, see which one does it, or remember which one is the highest one that you've seen out of all these when I click through them. So you better done it by that, and then try and find that one. Yeah, that's gonna be the higher valued items. All these bits and bobs is currently a bug with them, so hopefully by the time you're watching this, it's sorted. But again, you shouldn't be able to find them on the server. They've all been switched out for the other ones until these items have been fixed. Other than that, all the keys can be sold as well. So if you find yourself having these keys, you can sell them. Like, you don't have to just keep holding them if you're not finding them. Or you can sell them to other players, to be fair. You'll probably get a better price for them. But they've got a price and you can sell them. Drugs. Drugs, man. We love some drugs. We've got Cannabis Plus on it, which gives you cocaine, and you got all the weeds as well. Like, we love the weeds, man. So each brick has its own set grow time for its amount that you're going to be able to harvest, and then a different amount to be able to sell it. The chances of you finding these seeds are all done to the value of the seed itself. So say like this Star Dog one, you got a lower chance of finding this on server because it's the highest valued one. Alright. Coke can't be found yet on server. It can only be looted off certain bosses, right, inside the raid locations. Again, if you haven't used Cannabis Plus in a while, I suggest you watch one of their videos, which are in our Discord, to be fair, of how to craft it. Because you need, if you used to do it the old way where you grow the weed, harvest the plant, all the buds would drop on the floor, you sit there for 25 hours combining 2 buds with each other to make a bag, and then combine all those bags together. It's a different process now. You get a workbench, your shrink wrapper, your vacuum bagger, plastic wrap, and empty baggies. Right, so again, it's a bit easier to do now, and you need a drying pole as well. But again, it's a big difference in the process of how you used to do it if you'd done it a while ago. Breaching charges and all that can all be sold. So again, if you're not one to be raiding and you're finding these sort of items, personally, I'd say sell them to people on server because you're going to get more money for them. But again, if you don't want to do that, then you can just sell them here at Trader, and they give you a reasonable chunk of cash as well. So especially if you're not using them. And gunpowder, sell them for 11k when you should find a fair bit of that. It's pretty profitable. Top tier vests, starting from 50k, to your Gen 4s, which is 90, and your 4 body armour, which is 100k. Alright. Then you've got level 6 armour, so bar Tequila and the plate carrier one. The rest of these do not have slots on them. Alright. Now, the 6B 4-3, the slick, the Tequila, and I think the hex grip spawn on bosses. So you can get them other than having to pay for them, but you're definitely going to have to work for them. Weapon bags, again, 2 guns, 200 slots, well worth it. You'll find them in the DNA rooms as well, so again, getting on that DNA crafting, it's well worth it. That is your black market. Okay, back to Trader. So you've got onto server, everything like that. Pretty much as well, which I should have mentioned a lot earlier on with key bindings. You've got B, right? If you press B, you'll get this book come up. Now, server information, the Discord tab is our Discord. The YouTube tab, that will be linked to this video. Alright, so might be a bit irrelevant at this point by the time you're watching it and you've already pressed B, and then you've pressed that little tab there, and now you're getting this video pop up now and it's telling you. But There's no way to be able to do it the other way around. Do you know what I mean? I can't tell you that to press B and watch this video if you're already watching this video because you're already watching the fucking video, because then you would have already worked it out, innit? It's a bit stupid. So yeah, and Discord, the Discord link there, that takes you straight to our actual Discord, alright? If you're coming on here with friends as well, alright, and you want to invite someone to your group, you have to be closer than 5 meters to be able to invite someone to your group. So if you're not right next to each other, you're not going to get the option to be able to invite them. Say, when you get to the point of building a base, you will have to make a flag, right? So rope and 3 sticks. Place it where you want it, drop it down on the floor, and it will auto build. You don't need to go doing fucking a million rocks or anything like that to be able to get it to pop up. So with that as well, before you raise the flag, claim the land. Scroll down on your mouse wheel, claim the land. It will get you to choose a flag, then do that, accept all that bull, then raise the flag all the way up to the top. Then get the rest of your group members to come over to the flag, get them to send them an invite to your territory, and then they'll be cool. And then you can press B, go onto Party Manager, and then start selecting what their roles and what you want them to be able to do. Alright, so you can get it where you can get them to kick, invite, delete party, all that. Okay, that's the easiest way of doing it. If you want to move your flag, change position, everybody leave the territory, the flag will auto despawn, like the flag will vanish in front of you. Then you just go to a new location, plop the flag down, rinse and repeat the process. Alright, so it's not that hard moving base. So, getting back on track. You've started on server, you've managed to get yourself to trader, you've chucked a little bit of stash gear inside of your crate here. So if you die, you're going to be able to come back and get some gear out before you go back out and map. You've accepted your first quest. You've gone over to Black Market. You've done all that. You've started your trader quest. Alright? This map board here, okay, and these white boxes at the minute are the ones that are in use. Again, it's going to change soon because it was currently had some Russian place locations for Chernarus on there. But they're going to change, alright? Now, these white boxes, starting from left to right, so you got left bottom, left middle, left top. Then you got centre bottom, centre top. Then you got right bottom, right middle, right top. You got raid zones, right? These locations are challenge areas. Enter with caution, and I cannot emphasise that enough. Like, they are fucking death, like, to be fair. But yeah, Jupiter Rail Network, Dead City and Factory. Dead City and Factory have 2 bosses in them each. Jupiter has 1 boss in it. Jupiter is pitch black. You will need MVGs when you go into that place. Dead City, you'll need big old hairy man balls to get through that place and out the other side. And Factory is the only place that you will be able to find a certain item on server that will be able to assist you in progressing your base building to the point of being able to do tier 3. Alright, so quite crucial, that one. And Factory, there's loot crates in there that hold these keys. So these keys are only used for raid locations. Alright, so they are you and you. Well, it might have been 10 as well, to be fair. These red keys. Alright, gold with the red at the top. This key will open up crates in raid zones such as Dead City and Jupiter. Alright, so in Dead City and Jupiter, there's about probably about 70 or 80 possible spawn locations for those military crates. The same ones that you'd use to open up those little keys. They have like loot that is only for those locations in them. Right, so that's the only place on map you're going to be able to find that. Mostly high value, raid screwdrivers, pretty much, yeah, other bits and bobs that are like high valued items that you should really only be able to find in a challenge sort of place. Factory, however, has more to the lines of being building items. So every one of those crates you open up, you should be able to find the likes of like code locks. It's the only place as well you can find mortar and cement and another item in there that is that will help you when you have those two items and you're wanting to make tier 3. If you haven't got the hint by now already, it's the fucking cement mixer. Alright, it's the only place on map where the cement mixer is actually located, so good luck with that one. Apart from that, there's not a great deal else that really needs to be explained. The map generally is set up for Alice Airfield is the Bear sort of HQ. Haribik is USEC main sort of like main headquarters. All locations on map have the chance of spawning Scav and Bear and USECs. So fucking any military location, any location with a red tag on server, like just be on your toes, right? And those military geezers don't fuck about. Half of them have got decent armour on them, so they're going to be able to take a few shots. The accuracy is pretty up there as well, so they're not just going to let you fucking blast them in the face. So it's worthwhile taking your time in those places and, yeah, not just running about like a headless chicken. Scavs, like I say, are everywhere. Like, you could literally be running through the jungle and then just fucking start getting shot at, which we have, like, a lot of the times. They just come out of nowhere. So, yeah, it's definitely keep on your toes. There is dinos on map as well, just to add to the fuckery. There's raptors creeping about in the trees that have been switched out for some of the animal spawns. Alright, so their meat can be sold at the food trader once you've unlocked it for quite a decent price. Right, so well worth cutting them up, grabbing the meat, get back to trader as soon as you can and sell it. Chimpanzees are all over the gaff as well, so again they will have the chance at least of having items on them. So the likes of bananas and stuff like that, if you're doing quests and you need certain items, might be worth checking the old chimps. Other than that, base building, you got a 60-metre perimeter around your flag. When you place your flag, make sure you don't place it in a fucking wall or something like that, because you do get the option to be able to spawn on your flag, and if you place it in a wall, you're probably going to end up in said wall and not be able to get back out and not be able to kill yourself because you're inside of a fucking wall. Like, yeah, anyone that's done it, you'll know. If you haven't done it before, then fuck it, place your flag in a wall, spawn on it, and then get caught in a trap, and then end up making a ticket and asking me to come and get you out. The perimeter, like I said, is 60 metres around your base. The radius of your territory is 150 metres, alright? So meaning no one else can place a flag within 150 metres of your base. Alright, so it gives you a little bit of a clean zone. So again, we don't have bases stacking up on top of each other, having immense server lag, and generally just getting fucked over by server performance. Zombies have been dropped right down, so there shouldn't be many on server that will then find you like lagging out or anything like that. Like I say, you're going to one place or anything and then you're finding it more of a performance puller. The only thing that I would say with these raid locations is give them a couple of settings when you actually spawn in to load up, because they're set at different places on the map. So again, they don't cause too much lag to people. They're when you first load in, just give them a little bit. Like you can see just from that there, they're a big fucking area. Right, and the only way into them is through that teleporter. If you try and fly into here as well, fucking be warned, there's no fly zones around them. So if you do get within like a kilometre of these, you get a message pop up saying turn around there or you're going to die. You get 500 metres, well 700 metres, it will give you another warning. 500 metres, you're going to drop out of the sky in a big ball of flame and be fucking dead. And you're going to lose your chopper as well. And you ain't getting refunded for that because you've been warned. You've got a little no-fly chopper down in the bottom right-hand corner and you get a message pop up like 3 times. So you do it, you're a spanner and you're not getting refunded. These raid zones though, all... Yeah, you definitely shouldn't find these on any other servers because it's fucking me that made them. Like, hours upon hours placing all this shit in their place. But, like I said, Dead City. Oh, I need to move a bit closer. This is where it's just going to fucking erupt in mayhem now. Get up there. There we go. Dead City hold these crates. Right, and these crates, and these crates, and these rooms. So, it is very worthwhile coming to Dead City, but for the love of God, be ready for the mayhem that is about to ensue. Because these guys do not fuck about. The AI, with that armband on, fucking be very careful with them, boys. They are, yeah, they pack a punch. These guys, with the skull and crossbones armband, they are bosses. He will quite happily eat about 2 or 3 50 cals, depending on where you hit him as well, which is going to be a big difference. But if you're shooting centre mass, you're still probably going to be like 3, maybe 4 50 cals to be able to drop him. So be warned, they will take a shot or 2, let's say. And they are all modelled off the old Tarkov bosses as well. So as close to as what I could get them to be. So some of them might look a little bit recognisable with their gear sets and the weapons that they can have on them. Yeah, again, you've got locations in here that you can still search as well, which will get you general loot, but the main point for these places is really these little crates, and where's another one? There's so many locations where these crates can spawn on it. I don't remember them all, but even this church one, the one that's down at the bottom of the church here, these crates, you won't find them anywhere else on server as well. I think especially well for the loot that's inside of them. Are only 4 here. Who bloody hell shooting? Oh, I'm getting hit. God damn it, man. Stop fucking shooting me, you crazy bastards. Who's actually even shooting me? Oh, it's him. Look at that. Sneaky bastard. Can you fucking see me way up there? What a dick. Trying to do explanation, bruh. Yeah. Raid zones, they're pretty cool. A lot of randomness to the AIs that are inside of here. And they're hard. They're hard. They're definitely hard. You'll find Spetsnaz, you'll find SAS, you'll find the dudes with the alpha armbands on them, which are Raid Zone AI. You'll find USEC, which are West AI, which will be a general orientation of what they will have on them. And you will have the Bear AI, which will have East, sort of general bits and bobs on them. Dudes with the red armbands are Scavs, so they will have fucking what you'd expect scavengers to be able to have on them, and that's pretty much the whack for the AI. Other than that, the nuts and bolts of it really have been covered in this. If there's anything that you found that I should have covered that I haven't covered, that you found on server that it isn't really explained on here, then again, jump in the Discord, drop me a message and suggestions or something like that. Server is still in work in progress stage. This is the second rotation round we've had of it now. Before this, it was a lot more sketchy and a lot more stuff that hadn't been implemented. We had a load of bloody beautiful people that was on, that was helping us find all the issues and everything like that. So this one now, we are really at the final sort of stage of fine-tuning, balancing, and getting everything running as smooth as possible. Which pretty much brings us to the out. So yeah, if you got to this point, then fully committed, kudos for that, and jump on server, have a blip about, hopefully enjoy it, get the vibe that we're trying to go for, or that I'm trying to go for at least, and any suggestions that you have that you think that could have been improved or whatever like that, then drop it in the suggestions chat. Let us know. You might as well have your say. There's a lot of things that people have mentioned in the past that have been implemented into the server. So yeah, no suggestion is a bad suggestion. I'm pretty much open to stuff as long as it's a realistic suggestion. Apart from that then, I will bid you good day, good night, good evening, good peoples, and hopefully catch you around on server sometime. Peace out!